Hello, my dear students of CA Final Audit November 23. So this is a very quick analysis on the paper that was asked for CA Final November 23, which is the last attempt in the existing course. I mean the old course now. All right. So I hope that overall the paper was good. Even if you missed out on few things, it's okay. Now focus on the next paper. ये analysis मैं इसलिए दे रहा हूँ. I am just giving this analysis to solve your anxiety issues. All right. So that everyone is sorted. Okay. My recommendation: don't watch this video on the day of exams. All right, you need to prepare for the upcoming papers, but if you cannot control it, then at least flush this out of your system. So I'm very happy that this is not for marketing purpose, but I'm very happy that largely whatever was taught in the revision lectures, whatever important was given in the Telegram channel, since last 2 to 3 months I was working with the students on various things to be done, and I'm very happy that all of those things have bore fruit now. All right, and questions were asked from that. Even if you see couple of days back I asked you that छोटे chapters में small chapters में just do module questions, and I will show you to you that 4 to 5 questions are completely copy paste from the module. All right, if you have done that, then it is great. Okay, so question number 1A, it was all about your SQC1 and SA220 concept of independence. It was a listed entity. So in listed entity, there are some compliances to be done, regarding that annual declaration, before accepting the audit, that you have to give a written declaration that the team is independent. And then there are some annual compliances to be taken, that, okay, have to take a declaration from the team that they have complied with independence. Then, once in 7 years, the engagement partner needs to be rotated. So these are various policies, procedures for listed entity, but broadly you are supposed to write कि भाई independence की policy क्यों होनी चाहिए. Alright, why? So you have to explain the benefit of that, that it will help us in doing quality audit, and what is the concept of independence and on those areas. And how does engagement partner ensure compliance of independence? So he has to monitor the compliance of independence of his team members, and if at all there is any breach of independence, he needs to take corrective action. He needs to obtain information from the firm, network firm, and to analyze whether that is independent or not. So basically मैं बहुत ही short और fast जा रहा हूँ without any glamour and stuff, so that you are quickly through with this particular paper. Question number 1B. All right, so that was a little difficult question to understand from the point of view of students. All right, rating for the whole paper is average, not very tough, not very easy. All right, so question number 1B was all about risk assessment procedures में जो SA 540 auditing accounting estimates, so they were just telling you that auditing accounting estimates में there are some risk that you have identified, but if you see the last line कुछ risk identify हुआ है, if you see the last line, suggest him as to how he should deal with such risk. All right, that means what, beta? That you have identified some risk, now you have to deal with the risk, so respond to the risk. All right, so perform further audit procedures. Okay, in estimates may, no matter how much ever you study, the basic thing is that we have to verify the assumptions, the methods, the recognition, the disclosures. All right, so even if student has written general language, I think couple of marks student should be able to secure, and if student was able to write exactly from what was given in my book, then it is great. Yes, I can claim that all of these discussions are a part of our book, so not a big problem. All right, okay. If anyone wants the page numbers and stuff, so don't worry, in this particular YouTube video I will post it as a comment, but at a later stage. Question number 1C. Okay, acha, in 1B, if it is possible that students have written something on significant risk here and there, so there are some varied answers that students would have written. If there is any confusion, just type it in the comment box, I will reply ASAP. Alright, but broadly it is, how do you respond to the risk of material misstatement due to fair value estimates, which is a significant estimate. Alright, then question number 1C was all about internal audit. Alright, so they have written huge question, and then they are questioning your knowledge on internal audit. See, internal audit is not only audit of internal controls now. Internal audit goes beyond that also. In fact, what is covered in the scope of internal audit, what is not covered, I use a code word, GORI, control my AC. Alright, so goals, operations, organization structure, utilization of resources, all of this is covered. Alright, so that is why management's argument that this is not a part of internal audit coverage, that is wrong. Very surprised to see that they have put up a question on internal audit. Alright, that also over here. And a couple of days back I asked students to do at least module questions of internal audit where scope of internal audit is covered over there. Okay, question number 2A. is all a very simple question about physical verification of inventory. It is covered in my Brahmastra revision notes also, SA 501. So I really hope that 4 or 5 questions you were able to rock in the paper. All right, that what if physical verification inventory if you are not able to attend, what if it is impracticable. All right, so even if you download my SA 501 notes, you will get it over there, the theory and the procedures and all of that stuff that needs to be done over there. All right, so it is very very basic question. I'm not discussing much on that, but SA 501 से अगर आपने लिखा है, all right, then great. Okay. Now, question, this was a very old repeated question जो आता है past question bank में भी है. Question 2b. So you are getting appointed as an auditor for the first time, so it is initial audit engagement, and you feel that there is no need to verify an amount of rupees 150 lakhs because it continued from last year as it is. अरे बाबा, it was last year closing balance, so this year opening balance. ऐसे 510 initial audit engagement verification of opening balances. So the contention of the auditor that he will not check it, alright, is wrong, and he needs to check it because of SA 510. So the title of SA 510, what needs to be checked, and audit procedures, if you write alright of SA 510, then it is great. Okay. Then question 2c, again it was repeated from May 19 question bank, which I had shared on my telegram also. May 18 से लेके November 23 तक का question bank I had shared on my telegram channel. Alright, and I just asked students to just go through it once. Alright, and this same question was repeated, alright, from May 19 question bank. So basically company has not prepared consolidated financial statements. See, it is not like company has not given you the data. Company has not prepared consolidated financial statements. So you have got the evidence that what they are doing is completely wrong. Alright. Now because what they are doing is completely wrong, and what they are doing is they have just accounted on estimated basis. So you are very clear that this is cancer. You are very clear that these financial statements are not properly prepared. Alright. And that is the reason that over here you can give an adverse opinion. Alright. It was just repeated from that May 19. I've just kept it over here for students to understand that. Same question was copy paste. Alright. Okay. Great. Now coming back to the question over here. Question 3a, tax audit. I just asked students to go through the module questions, alright, and May 23 and November 23 RTP and May 23 examination question, because tax audit is a big pain in students brain, alright. And if you see, it is a very clear cut question of company has received shares at which is market value 80,000 but price of only 45,000, so the consideration is lower than the fair value. Alright, okay, difference is not of 50,000 rupees. Alright, but the comments in the tax audit report, how it needs to be reported, in which manner it needs to be reported, alright, these discussions are there in clause 29. So even if you have written DT provisions little bit, and if you have presented things, expect at least 50% of marks, so don't worry about it. Alright, even with your interest and knowledge, you can write answers over here. We move ahead. Question number 3b. Alright, yes, this is module question, copy paste, NBFC under IND AS. N number of times I have asked students to do the module questions. Alright, and NBFC under IND AS. Alright, it's a very basic question कि IND AS की वजह से NBFC के financial statements में क्या क्या changes होते हैं. 4 to 5 point answer है. It is a module question bank, so I'm not getting much into it. Alright, now question number is that 3c. 3c again data analytics का question है. Alright, data analytics means large mass of data that you are going to analyze. So audit under automated environment, I just ask students to do module questions, and data analytics is one of the question which is repeatedly asked, so I really hope that students would have done that. Okay, so data analytics का question है. Even if you've written the meaning of data analytics and the examples of circumstances where you can apply data analytics in your audit procedures and stuff, even little bit if you have written, alright, expect some marks, don't worry about it. So I believe that in question number 3 students would have struggled little bit, but average marks those आएगा, I think, in question number 3. Question number 4 was a straight away copy paste application based question, but I really like the question on the resignation by the auditor. Now what does SEBI circular say in case of listed entities? 18th October 2019, a very favorite question that they keep on asking. Alright, 18th October 2019 वाला जो circular resignation का, within 45 days from the end of the quarter, if you resign, then you need to finish audit of such quarter, and beyond 45 days of the end of the quarter, if you resign, then you have to finish audit of the quarter as well as the next quarter. So if you see over here, he has resigned on October 12. Alright, so 30th September 2022 the quarter ends, and he has resigned within 45 days from the end of the quarter, so not a problem at all. He needs to finish the quarterly review of this 30th September ending. But yes, as per Companies Act, once you resign, then within 30 days you need to also submit form ADT3. Then the company needs to inform about auditor's resignation on the stock exchange. All right, so those were some, within 24 hours the information needs to go. So those are some things I hope that you would have written over here. All right, what are the formalities to be complied by the auditor, and what are the formalities to be complied by the company over here. All right, okay. I am being very quick, so please please don't focus on my smile. Question number 4B. All right, again, insurance बच्चे बोलते हैं नहीं करना है, नहीं करना है, नहीं करना है, but audit of insurance, I asked students just to do the module questions at the end of the day. So this was a very basic question on trade credit insurance. All right, that is securing yourself against the risk of doubtful debts. Okay, so domestic cover when there are domestic buyers, export cover and other cover when there are other buyers. All right, outside the country foreign buyers, and what are the basic requirements of that product. Very repeatedly asked, and if you see, it is a module question also in case of audit of insurance. All right, then over here again, bank audit mein, even if you see couple of days ka pehle ka video, I just asked students to do NPA part, and secondly just the module questions. All right, and sale and purchase of NPA is a thing that is asked since many years, so it is always one of the important question. All right, yes, but when it comes to sale of NPS, you can only sell such NPS which have remained NPS in your books of accounts for 2 years. All right, so that is the calculation that you are supposed to do, and you need to give your answer. All right, okay. Then question number 5A, audit of PSU, copy paste question of module, comprehensive audit. All right, project areas, installation, underutilization of capacity, propriety, performance, all the areas to be seen. All right, there are 10-15 points in the module. They have just asked 5 matters over here in case of audit of PSU. Then question number 5B. All right, question number 5B, yes, it is on quality review, the reporting stage of quality review, the matters that need to be considered by the technical reviewer in case of quality review. All right, in deciding on the type of quality review report that needs to be given. What are the quality control systems, what are the deficiencies. All right, whether there is a need to give a qualified report or not, whether the audit firm under review has complied with the professional ethical technical standards or not. All right, so all of those points that need to be considered by the technical reviewer before deciding the type of report that needs to be given. All right, next question number, what is this, 5C. I think this is a very clear question. If you are a practicing CA and if you want to step outside CA profession, then in that case you require prior permission from the council. However, there is a general resolution passed under regulation 190 of CA regulation 1988, that is clause 11 part 1 first schedule. All right, and if you are coming out with a journal that is a journal related to your profession, then in that case आप उसके editor बन सकते हो and you can accept it, and there is no separate prior permission required, because if this journal is related to professional journal, your profession, then there is no problem. For journal outside your profession, you will require prior permission. So those points you were supposed to explain over here. Question number 6, again module question, copy paste when it comes to audit of consolidated financial statements. और ये बहुत ही basic requirement है. Even if you have seen my 30 minutes revision video, you will be in a position to answer. All right, that boss, what are the exemptions given in case of the situations where there is no need to prepare CFS. अरे वो interim अगर holding company है, parent entity बना रही है, तो no need to prepare CFS. then AS21 का exemption है, Ind AS 110 का investment entity का exemption है. All right, so requirement related to preparation of CFS shall not apply. That is what you are supposed to explain. Okay, so it is a very proper copy paste theory question that you are supposed to write, and I really hope that students would have rocked this particular answer. Then question number 6B. all right, it is a question on investigation. कुछ एक आपको मुद्दा दे दिया, उसके ऊपर इन्वेस्टिगेशन करना है, इसमें कुछ नहीं, एक पेज भर के आपको लिखना होता है. all right, so look at this. You are required to guide the type of investigation to be conducted, matters to be considered in such investigation. All right, so yes, it is a investigation where you have been appointed by the central government as an inspector to investigate the matter. All right, so the type of investigation that you need to do and the matters to be considered in such investigation. ज़्यादा regulatory चीजें नहीं लिखनी, the matters to be considered in such investigation, statutory investigations के अंदर ये एक particular आपको एक मुद्दा दिया है. all right, and उसके ऊपर investigation करना है, तो एक पेज भर के आंसर लिखना. अगर बच्चे ने किया है तो 5 में से 2-3 मार्क आपको दे देते, not a problem. all right, question number 6C. This was a little good question. See, when it comes to statutory audit, all right, and when you are charging fees, you cannot say that there are मतलब ethically you cannot say that give me 4 installments, एक एक quarterly review करता जाएगा और उसका fees देते जाओ. So after you sign audit report or review report, if you're going to get fees, then every time you will be worried, that boss, what if they don't give me my fees? So it creates threat to your independence. All right, it creates a threat to your independence, and you may end up favoring the client. Hence, it is always advisable that fees should be charged on progressive basis and should also be collected on progressive basis. तो इसमें ना दो तीन चीजें आपको लिखनी थी. एक तो फी स्ट्रक्चर, जो आईसीए का फी स्ट्रक्चर है, ऑल्दो दैट सर्कुलर इज नॉट कॉपी पेस्टेड इन योर मॉड्यूल, बट उसमें पर डे का फीस होता है. देयर आर सम नंबर ऑफ आवर्स के बेसिस पे फीस आपको कैलकुलेट करना होता है, एंड देन यू आर सपोज टू चार्ज. ऑलराइट, सो एक वो पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट आप कवर कर सकते थे. फिर ये क्लॉज 10 पार्ट 1 फर्स्ट शेड्यूल, ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ गिल्टी है ओवर हियर, बट द फी शुड नॉट बी केप्ट कंटिंजेंट अपॉन परफॉर्मेंस और समथिंग. ऑलराइट, that only if I give you this you give me the fees. So that is one point. All right, I'm not saying guilty, but बच्चे वो एरिया को टच कर सकते थे. And obviously you can talk about the ethical principles that this creates threats to independence. So that is one particular point. So इसमें जो जो भी क्वार्टर की रिव्यू जा रहा है, especially third quarter review when the fees was not given till the end. All right, और ऑडिट फी के साथ दिया तो उन्होंने आपका पेंडिंग फीस रखा, बिकॉज दे केप्ट पेंडिंग फीस, इट विल क्रिएट थ्रेट टू योर इंडिपेंडेंस. सो लिटिल बिट ऑफ एनालिटिकल आंसर वाज रिक्वायर्ड, बट आई रियली होप दैट स्मार्ट स्टूडेंट्स ने क्या किया होगा, दे वुड हैव अटेम्प्टेड दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज डीलिंग विद लायबिलिटीज ऑफ द ऑडिटर, कॉपी पेस्ट मॉड्यूल क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द टॉपिक ऑफ लायबिलिटीज ऑफ द ऑडिटर अंडर इनकम टैक्स एक्ट. आई होप सेक्शन 278 288 मतलब बेसिकली 278 और वो सब पेनल्टीज आपने यहाँ पे लिखा होगा. ऑलराइट, सो ब्रॉड एक रिव्यू आया. आई हैव जस्ट गिवन यू अ वेरी क्विक रिव्यू over here about the answers that you are supposed to write. Alright, if you need detailed page numbers where exactly these answers are given, alright, of my book also, from the Audit Academy book, I am very proud, इतना मेहनत करते हैं हम उसमें से है, वो भी आपको बताएंगे, and also from the module where exactly these answers are there. But broadly I have given you the answers to settle down and calm down the nerves. Alright, please comment in the video below that MCQs वगैरह कहाँ से आए थे, so that even I will come to know over there. अगर मुझे मिल गया तो मैं भी comment कर दूंगा. Alright, please focus on or other papers. All the very best, and I am always there to help you. Thank you so much.